welcome. I have to move my computer back. Ooh. Hello, and welcome everybody. In all intents and purposes, it's probably not my final live stream ever, but it's the final one before college. So, yeah, this is it, people. This is it. But I'm so excited to be here tonight. I haven't gone live in quite a bit. I think it's been a month. The last live we did was with the Sizzix birthday products, and that was really fun. I always love doing lives with Sizzix. I've done stuff for Sizzix for a very long time, so it's always fun to collaborate with them and to celebrate their special anniversary. But today, we're just playing with some products that I had on hand that I recently picked up at my local store, Butterfly Reflections Inc., an amazing store to support. And today, we're going to be just using some Christmas products. I didn't do any Christmas in July videos this year, which made me sad because I love Christmas in July. And I've always done a Christmas in July series. I used to do it where every Wednesday I would post and I would do 2 videos a week. Where did I have the time for 2 videos a week? My goodness. But I didn't do one this year. So instead, we're going to do this live to wrap up my time on YouTube for the time being. And we're going to do it as Christmas because I always enjoy a good Christmas card. So, like I said, today we're going to be using these Snowflake Seasons stamp set and die set from Kristina Werner. I'm honestly not sure. I know it's shocking, Michelle. You're up at 8:30 at night. We're almost at midnight, so it's a shocker you're up. I'm so happy you're here, though. So these products, it's like this. How do I explain this? It's the same style of Snowflake, but they're not necessarily coordinating. You don't need the dies to use the stamps and vice versa. You use on their own. And I don't think that these snowflakes cut any of these out. Hello and thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Connie. But I don't think any of these snowflakes... You're fine, Caitlin. I have to do that all the time, too. Yeah, I don't think any of these cut these out. I could be wrong. Actually, maybe they do. This looks like it's a similar size to that one. But I don't know. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to say they do. I'm not going to say they don't. But you don't need them together to make a card. You can use them individually. So I think we're just going to be using the dies. I don't know, though. Maybe I'll just use the dies and then pull a sentiment. But these sentiments are very small. Pinky for reference. Like, that Peace, Love, Joy is tiny. So, I don't know about that. We'll see, though. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. But, actually, no. We're not going to start with these, though. We're going to put these to the side for now. And also, I have these linked in my description to scrapbook.com. They are affiliate links, so if you purchase them, it gives me a percentage of the order. But no pressure. I'm just happy you're here tonight to make a Christmas card. So I think we're going to do... I'm deciding between a blue and a bluish-green background. I don't know exactly what I want to do, but when do I ever know exactly what I want to do? I do have this cardstock from Altenew that I was kind of thinking of doing. But, then we have the blue. Or we could go for, a mint. So, I know we have a few options here. But I don't know exactly which one I want to do. Which, shocker, I know. I feel like blue would be, more peach. Peach? Hi, Denise. Michelle, where are we seeing a peach color? Anyways. I feel like this would be, the more traditional with Snowflake. Also, I'm ink blending on top of these. It's not going to just be this color. We're going to do an ink blend. We're going to do a whole gradient situation. It ain't just going to be the cardstock. Just want to clear that up. But, oh, okay. Michelle's just adding her own vote of peach. Okay. But, anyways, I feel like blue would be, the more traditional, a snowy blue sky. But I don't know. I kind of want to... I'm leaning towards this Aqualicious from Altenew. But then I feel like I don't use sea glass a lot. So this could be a fun option, too. I don't know. Picking colors is hard, guys. Picking colors is hard. Yeah. Okay, Michelle says green. So I'm assuming she means sea glass. I just realized that Conquered and 9th cardstock comes with 12 sheets and not 10. I thought they came with 10. Maybe I should read my packaging. That would be a great idea. But yeah, because I was like, yeah, they come with 12? Wait, this whole time? Has it been like this the whole time? I thought it was 10. Anyways, so yeah, there's 12 sheets, you know, the more you know. I feel like I could challenge myself with this. This could be fun. I feel like this could be really fun. So, unless anyone has like some crazy objections, I think we're gonna go ahead with the sea glass. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Also, you guys don't want to know how much money I just spent on college stuff. Hi, Virginia. Hello. Also, Virginia, I have to ask a question. Do you pronounce your name Virginia or Virginia? Because whenever my grandma says your name, she says Virginia, and she has friends named that, or the state when she says that. So I have to ask, because she believes always that it's Virginia, but I always say Virginia. So I'm wondering, do you prefer Virginia or Virginia? Just asking. My grandma and I have this like conversation once a week. Anytime her friend Virginia, because I'll say it like that, because that's how her friend says it, calls, I'm like, no, it's wrong. No. Okay, I'm just making sure. So we have our panel here. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I just want to make sure. And then we get to pick our color. Ha! So, Graham, if you're watching, you're wrong. It's okay. I mean, you're still my grandma, but you're wrong on pronouncing. She's gonna come in here and like kill me, guys. It's, oh God, help me. I feel like, I'm trying to figure out what color ink I want to do. In the park would be similar, but I don't know about that. Because I feel like, would minted be better? I think minted would be more similar, but it really doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal. They're close enough where I think we will be okay no matter which way we go. I mean, you could say that, I guess. Maybe they are. Okay, we're just gonna clean off my big blending brush here because God only knows what ink I used on here last, and with my luck, it's probably like the darkest green ever. Because that's just how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. So we're just gonna clean it off. Clean, clean, clean. Also, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you like the video, so we're live, so people see it, so it keeps popping up on feeds like it did for Virginia. Okay, that's clean enough, we're gonna say. I could always also go in with a darker color. What's the darker one? Is it? Oh gosh. Okay, we just almost had a little tip over accident, and that hasn't happened in a long time. I'm gonna have Aquatini at the standby in case I need to go darker, but we shall see. We shall see. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna go in first with minted. And all we're gonna do is, why did I just flip that? Then we're gonna flip it, I guess. We're gonna flip it. We are gonna go in from the side with our minted ink. Also, yes, if you notice, I am slightly sunburnt. I wore sunscreen, I promise. It just happened. I only got a tiny bit of sunburn on my arms, and then from where my shorts ended to the top of my kneecaps, and it's like so annoying because I always place my hands there. But anyways, we're gonna go in from the side here and blend in. So we're gonna have it be quite dark on this edge, and we'll also, I know I flipped it, so I can do it with my right hand. We'll have the card, this will be on the left-hand side when the card's actually finished, but for reasons of me being a right-handed, I'm just gonna blend from, I'm gonna flip it and blend. So we're just gonna come in here and then slowly darken this up, and we want it to pretty much fade out to the color of the cardstock. If we don't get that perfectly, we don't get that perfectly, and we will survive it. I promise. It might be hard, but we will survive. And then, yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is about the blend I want. So I'm just gonna, well, blend I want out to this color of the cardstock, but I do want to keep darkening it up a little bit. I'm gonna make sure this is nice and soft, so we're gonna go in very, very lightly. Also, when you ink blend, best thing to do, move the cardstock around. It just helps you get a better blend. Look at it at all different angles. Make sure you're liking it every which way. And yeah, it's always a good idea to move your cardstock around just a little bit. It doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to do 300 rotations of the cardstock, but you know, 3 would suffice maybe. Maybe even 1. But you don't have to make the cardstock dizzy. Just, you know, a little turn here and there. Okay, that looks pretty good on camera. It also looks good for once. Wow. Wow, my iPhone isn't doing me dirty for once. Go me. Okay, so now we're going to go in with a little bit of aquatini because I want to darken this up over here. And although I do like it a lot already, I just want it a little bit darker. Because we want that contrast. Contrast is always good. And we're going to keep darkening it. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to keep darkening it. Okay. That's pretty harsh there now, though. It's okay. You go to that kitchen, Virginia. I'll still be here, probably. Or maybe not. Who knows? But thank you for stopping by either way. Okay, maybe we went a little tiny, itsy bitsy teeny bit too dark. And that's okay. That's okay. Did I intend to go this dark? No. Well, not for the whole thing, but we will make it work. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Brenda. And also, just to clear the air, when I say last live stream, it's last live stream before I go to college. So, like, I'm sure at some point in time, eventually in the future, I will go live again. But, like, it's pretty much the last one until I go to college, and I don't know when I will be live again. So, that's why I'm saying it like that. Okay. At this point, do we go darker? Do we just go for it? Do we full send it? I don't know what the next color is. I don't have my Catherine Pooler color wheel with me. We're gonna just try to grab, though. It's Uptown. Wonderful. I like Uptown. Uptown funk. Uptown funk you up. Okay, let's go in with a little Uptown, I guess, now. This might go super dark now, but that's okay. We probably just could have done Uptown from the start, if I'm so honest with myself. Because, yeah. So, you know, if you're recreating this card, just do Uptown from the start. Okay, I'm pretty much liking this. It's a little weird looking over here, so I might go in with... Let's just bring Uptown all the way to the edge here, just so... Because the Sea Glass cardstock is quite a bit different than Uptown, so let's just cover it all in the Uptown. And then I do want to darken up this edge just a tiny, teeny bit more. I know I've said that like 25 times at this point, but we're going to do it again. Again, and then the cardstock will turn black, and then we'll have to start it over. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of. With my luck. Okay, let's stop here before we do anything crazy. I know it looks a little kooky crazy right now. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but it looks a little crazy. So we're going to stop here and not touch it. But what we're going to end up doing is put this really fun snowflake dye on this portion, so that will like help smooth out the blend. It'll make it look a little more presentable, and it'll make it into a nice card. I hope. So everyone cross your fingers, cross your toes. We're gonna go for it. But before I do any of that, I do want to just add like a tiny bit of splatter. I don't know what splatter I want to do, but I want to do something. Aha. I think some solar spray from Simon Hurley would make a wonderful option here. But we have other options. We have a bunch of Catherine Pooler shimmers. Those are also all options. Okay, what color do we think for the... So, like, I want to do a little bit of splatter. What color splatter do you guys think would look good? I have this pearl from Catherine Pooler, which it's kind of like a silver. It's almost a silver, but it's pearl. So it's a little bit more white than silver, if that makes sense. So that's an option. And we're going to be doing the snowflakes in white cardstock also. There's the gold solar spray, which doesn't want to stay because the mica's on the other side. We have the Neptune, but I think this would be a little bit off for the cardstock. That's orange. We also have Glitz from Catherine Pooler, which is almost gold. I feel like the silver would look cool. I'm leaning towards silver. I mean, I think I would typically do gold with green, but I'm kind of leaning more towards the silver in this instance. Whoa, okay, well, I just hit everything off. I think I'm gonna do, oh my lord. Just launched that across my crafting desk. Let's not do that again. I think I'm gonna do the pearl, and if I don't like it, we'll just keep going and we'll survive. So let's go ahead and do this pearl shimmer from Catherine Pooler. So we're gonna give it a good shake. Okay, perfect. I'm happy you like that, Brenda. Okay, are we all... I think it's almost there. Okay, Virginia agrees with me. Okay, perfect. If Virginia says it, we're gonna go with it, so. Okay, now we're gonna try to find a clean brush. I think this one's clean. I wish one of my fan brushes was, but it's not, so we're just gonna go with this and we'll survive. And then I just like to take a tiny bit out of the bottle. Actually, you don't even have to take a tiny bit out. You can just kind of go right into the bottle, and that's what we're gonna do today. Just don't spill it. Have I spilt an entire shimmer before? I won't confirm or deny. But, you know, it's possible. And then we're just gonna splatter. And it's not gonna be a crazy splatter. We're not going for super big splatters. We're just going for, like, you know, nice medium-sized splatters. Okay, we're gonna stop there. We're stopping because I like to splatter over the top, and we don't need that. We're just gonna stop there. And we're gonna very tightly close the bottle because, you know, like I said, I've totally never ever spilt it, but we don't want today to be the first time, or 10th time, I don't know. So what I really like about these shimmers is that when you look on, and Simon's do this too, but in a slightly different way. When you first look on, you kind of get the green, and then when you hit the light, you get that silver more so. That's what's really great about Catherine Pooler. You can mix her shimmers with, you might even be able to do this with the solar spray too, I've just never done it. I know, same Virginia, same. And honestly, I could have stopped probably 2. This is kind of a lot, but it's okay, it'll look fine. With the shimmers, what's really cool is you can add either, you can take ink and just dab it on and then put the shimmer in it, or you can use an ink dropper. And it will kind of take the color of the ink, but then when it hits the light, you see the mica color. So if you mix it with Uptown ink, when you first look at it, you're gonna get the Uptown color, but then when it hits the light, you're gonna get whatever color that shimmer is. One of the great things about these shimmers, they're really, really fun. I need to use them more than I do, but when I use them every time, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're great. So yeah. And I sadly, unfortunately, just left the Catherine Pooler design team because of college, although I do still have a card to post. So technically, have I left the design team if I still have to post something? I don't know. But this was the last release that I worked on with her, which makes me really sad because I love Catherine Pooler, but I'm still a brand ambassador, so it's not over. I'm just kind of drying this off to the side. Yeah, we're almost dry. But we can put it to the side and let it actually finish drying. And yeah. So now what we're going to do is we are going to come back over here with our die, and we are going to cut it. I know, the die is going to get cut, and we're going to make a die cut. Crazy stuff happened in Brendan's Crafty Corner tonight. Revolutionary, I might say. But we're just going to peel that up from the packaging. Oh, Lord, okay. And we didn't peel it up enough. You know what? Fun trick. Take a paintbrush and go in and just kind of like swipe it across. And then hopefully that works. And then okay, maybe it didn't. Nope. Okay, can we play nice packaging? Please. Please, don't make me look stupid in front of all these people and they'll think I can't open a package. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, okay. Nope. So maybe I'm not ready for college. You know, if I can't open a package, what else am I not gonna be able to do? Oh, there we go. Never happened. I did that immediately. And then also, when you use a paintbrush that's probably dirty, you get ink on it. How wonderful. But it's okay. It's literally just packaging. I know. I like get it stuck, and then I can't get it off, and then it's a whole thing. Okay. So, we have our big snowflake die, and just to show you essentially what we're going to be doing, we're going to put it just like this on the side here. And then maybe we'll fill in... Thank you, Catherine. And then, so what we're going to do is do it like this. Or, actually, this side might look better. Yeah, I kind of like this side better. And I might do it more like that. Regardless, we'll figure that out later. And then I might go in and add a few more of these snowflakes. I don't know. I'm not going to cut them yet because I don't want to waste cardstock if I don't use them. I mean, I'm sure I would use them at some point. But for now, we're just going to go with these. And then I'll decide, like, do I want to fill in here, there, everywhere. Although, this is larger than the cardstock I had cut. So I just need to grab a piece of white cardstock and give it a good old trim down the middle. If I only knew where a single pair of scissors were in my craft room. Oh my goodness. So instead we're gonna... No, paper trimmers. Okay, back up to the backup. We're gonna go in with some Tim Holtz Spring Assists that I don't often use because while these are like great quality, I just don't like the Spring Assists personally. That's my opinion. It's nothing to do with the quality. It's nothing to do with the Tim Holtz of it. It's just that any Spring Assist would be like that. From what I find, great tool, just not for me. That's all. But yeah, I don't know where any of my 3 pairs of scissors are. I did go to like a crafting thing this past weekend where we all make cards for charity. And those are probably still packed away in that, unfortunately. So my paper trimmer's in there as well, which could get really fun later when I'm doing, if we're doing it trimming a sentiment. If it doesn't have a coordinating die. So, buckle up, people. Buckle up. I have other paper trimmers, though, so it will be okay. Actually, I should probably just throw in the shim for good measure. We're just going to run this through one more time. I don't know. I don't trust these intricate dies sometimes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okie dokie. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I think we're cut, but sometimes the intricate dies just get, like, stuck. So I hope we fully cut through, and we'll find out momentarily. So, other update. I just realized my glue is also in that bag, so we're gonna hope there's another bottle of glue in here. Oh my gosh, okay. I am a mess clearly tonight. Okay, so we are gonna come in here and we are going to just like slowly work this out because I'm pretty sure this is like fully cut. If Michelle's still here, she knows exactly what bag I'm talking about too, because she was at the thing. And, well, she hosted the thing, kind of. And I didn't unpack it. So that means I don't have my glue or my paper trimmer or my scissors. This, I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, I am such a bad crafter. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. So let's just kind of like flatten this really quick. And we kind of need to weed some of it too, which is perfectly fine. I know, the horror continues. Do I have a pokey tool? Yes, I have a pokey tool. I got a pokey tool. We can at least do this and just poke everything out. Poke. Is this giving like ASMR vibes? A-S-M-R. Today we're making a snowflake card. Snowflake card. Snowflake. Oh my gosh, okay. I have made a few. I can, if it come, yes, Brenda, if I need to, it's like, I live in a 2-family house, and it's right at the bottom of the staircase to go up to my apartment. My craft room's in my grandma's apartment, so it would take me no more than 20 seconds to get. So, like, worst comes to worst, I can go get it very easily. But I have more than one paper trimmer. It's just not like the mini Tim that I always use. Oh, Caitlin. Yeah, I have done a few ASMR reels in the past. One of them did, like, really good. Well, when I say really good, it got, like, 12,000 views, which still pretty good. But, yeah. Hi, Michelle. Hope you're doing good. I'm happy you're here. Okay. Okie dokie. So, I do believe that, yes, I have a Nuvo glue next to me that is almost run out, but I think there's a little bit more life in it. Or maybe not. No, maybe not. I think it's dried in there. There's like nothing in it, so, but I think it's dry. So, yeah. This is great. You know. Okay. I need to go grab my glue. This has never happened before, but I have to go grab that bag. So, count to 15 in your seconds in your head, and I should be back by then. I'll be back. Okay, I've returned with the bag. I have the bag. I have the bag. The bag is here. Okay. So now we're gonna take out my glue after we unzip the bag. Yeah, so like, that was a first for me. Oh my god, is it not? Where is my stuff? Okay, here it is. Here it is. No, it's not. Oh my gosh, where? Here it is. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to see all the magical items that I actually need to make a card that are in here. But it's the glue is where's the glue? So we have my scissors. Oh my god, the glue is in my backpack upstairs, I think. Oh my gosh, I hate myself right now. So we have nothing we actually needed, which is great, but there is other glue in here, I think. Oh wait. No, here is the glue. Oh my gosh, I found it. Okay, okay. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Thank you all for sticking with that. We gained a person while I was gone too. Maybe I should leave more. Okay, so we got everything. My desk is a mess, and we're gonna soldier on because we shall. So I'm just gonna go in here and add a ton of glue. This is like super intricate, so I feel like I'm gonna mess it up so badly, but we're just gonna hope I don't. And you don't need to add glue to like every single thing, but you know, you want to get most things at least partially covered so it doesn't like fly up. Also, a really good trick would be if you have like, it's called tissue tape from Tonic Studios. There's probably other things that are similar. It's like a double-sided adhesive. So basically, I'm sure like any double-sided adhesive would work. Put that down on your paper first. Oh, there's like something stuck to this. Put the double-sided tape down onto your paper first, then die cut, and then you can go from die cutting to sticking. You don't have to worry about gluing something as intricate as this. But hey, I'm sure we've all been here before, probably, maybe, I don't know. I also don't want to look away from this, so I will look at the comments in a minute. So I apologize that I'm like not responding immediately. Well, so yeah, I think that's the first time I've ever had to leave my craft room during a live stream. Like, have I had to get it from the desk? All the time. I do that every time. Like, if I need to grab cardstock or like something else, but I don't think I've ever had to fully just leave the craft room. But hey, there's a first time for everything. And I also know this is like the most entertaining part of just watching me add glue to this, but hey, it has to be done. Okay, we're gonna put this down. And I said I wanted to do it with these smaller snowflakes over here, so let's do this bad boy. Okay, oh, that kind of, okay. And place. Okay, there might be a few things I have to glue down extra, but that's totally okay. I kind of expected that, if I'm just totally honest. But what we shall do first is, okay. Yeah, Caitlin, you shouldn't be surprised that I'm making a Christmas card. It's not even winter. It will say probably like Merry Christmas or something along those lines, because I didn't do my Christmas in July. Maybe it's because I knew you wouldn't want to do it with me, Caitlin. Maybe you're the reason. Guys, actually, it's all Caitlin's fault. Everyone blame Caitlin. Caitlin, I'll have to go watch your kitty video. I didn't see that. But I'm sure it's wonderful. I'm sure it's Halloween themed. Is it like a black cat? Okay. So we're gonna put that there. Well, maybe you should be, Caitlin. I know where you live. And if I was evil, I'd dox you right here, right now. But I'm not. I'm kind. So I'll just do it later. Joking. Yeah, Denise, I don't do that. Fun fact, that bag was still packed from the last time, and I had yet to unpack it, so, you know, there's that. Oh my gosh, can we just actually stick so my cutting job doesn't look absolutely atrocious? But no, we can't. We have to move to make Brennan look bad. It's okay. Okay. So now we have about, of course, yes, okay. I'm sure it looks adorable, Caitlin. But I will give it a watch after. Okay, so now we have about 5,000 things to glue down. But I am really liking this look so far. So A+ on that, C- on gluing. So we're just gonna get under here, and like if there's anything that's like popping up badly, we're just gonna add a little bit more glue to it and press it down. And you know, sometimes we just do a bad job gluing, and it's not the end of the world. But you know, it feels like it right now, because this is annoying. So yeah, like I said, if you're ever doing something like this, just use the double-sided adhesive. Please, for my sanity. I know you can't see what I'm gluing right now, but this is the easiest way for me to do it. So oh my gosh, I just got a huge thing of glue on that. Okay, so we're gonna have a glue mark there. We're gonna ignore it, okay? We're gonna ignore it, people. It never happened. If you guys don't tell anyone, no one will know. So don't tell anyone. Oh, great. We have 22 people here, and they just all saw that mistake. How wonderful. But we're not going to share it, okay? Shh. It's our little secret. Okay, this one also needs to be cut. What did I like not cut this? I don't know. I probably, with knowing me, it like moved out of the way or something. Okay, is that everything? I feel like, no, this has to be glued too. Oh my gosh. You guys are probably sitting at home like, what? Exactly, you didn't, Brenda, there was no mistake. I don't even know what you're insinuating there. I didn't see anything. I don't think anyone else saw anything. Yeah, exactly. It is just a small splatter. And actually, if I knew where that paintbrush was, I could just put a little dollop there, but we're not going to. Okay, we're going to call this good, and I'm just going to go with it. We're going to keep going. Because, yeah. I'm already 37 minutes in. And unlike Caitlin, I'm not bound to an hour. I can do whatever I want. But, you know, sometimes I go over. Sometimes I'm way under an hour. Sometimes, a lot of times I'm like, it's funny. Okay, Caitlin and, to me, to a lesser extent, are like really good at doing an hour card. Like, it takes us like exactly an hour plus or minus a few minutes. But, like, it's crazy how, like, it'll always happen. If we were making a card alone, it would take way longer. But on a live, it's, like, almost exactly an hour. It's funny. It's really funny. Mine, I feel like it's going to be a lot less to make, though. Thank you, Virginia. So, I'm just going to play around with the look of these little snowflakes. I don't know if I'm adding them in. I don't know. We'll see really quick, though. I just want to, like, get an idea. So, like, one would go here, maybe. Because, I mean, I do like the idea of, like, extending it out a little bit. But I don't know if it's going to look weird or not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling like no. It's okay, Caitlin. I'm feeling, I don't think we need another thing. Yeah. If I'm so honest, I don't think we need any of these little ones. They're adorable, but I just don't think on this card it needs them more. So I'm gonna put them away. Now we have to start thinking about a sentiment. And like I said, I really, really like the sentiments on the stamp. However, in my personal opinion, they're tiny. They're like teeny tiny itsy bitsy. So like, I'm worried that someone wouldn't be able to read it. Caitlin, oh my god, I swear. Caitlin, no. Caitlin, no. This isn't a Halloween card. This is not a Halloween card. No. It's not a Halloween card. It's just not. Guys, it's just not. I don't do Halloween cards. I just don't. And it's okay. But, you know. Caitlin over here wants me to do one. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what I want to do. I have trick-or-treated with snow on the ground before. So, I mean, you know, it's not totally out of the possibility, and if I had listened to Michelle and done a peach background, we maybe could have gotten away with that. But for this right now, it's not going to be a Halloween card, unfortunately. I mean, I could just confuse everyone, but like, and it would probably distract them from that little bit of glue I got. But I think today we're going to keep it Christmas. It might disappoint some people, but specifically someone whose first name starts with a C, last name starts with an A. Middle name also, I think, starts with an A, although, yeah. Caitlin, I'm assuming Annalie is your middle name, right? Right? Or am I just crazy? I don't understand the whole thing. I'm just trying to find it, like, sentiment to do. I don't understand how Halloween can get canceled, if I'm honest. Given I live in a city, so maybe it's a little bit different. But, okay, yeah, okay. So, yeah, initial CAA, card makers and all. Okay, let's just, I was going to do a die, but let's just go with a stamp. Let me look through my Christmas stamps and see what we have. Okay, I'm not using this tonight, obviously, because I'm not going to put Melikiliki Maka, but I love that I have a stamp that says Melikiliki Maka on it, and Aloha, you know, just in case. I love this Hawaii Santa. Virginia, you and Caitlin are just twinning. Okay, wait, this would kind of, like, serve, I feel, the joy of the season, but I don't have a die for it. I need to buy the die for this. I haven't used it because they don't have the die. I don't even know if they still make it anymore, but, well, I mean, I also am going to college in literally, like, 5 days, so I really don't need to buy the die, but just in case, you know. Okay, I'm just, like, still looking. I apologize. This is gonna take me a bit, because I want, like, the perfect, you know, I just want the perfect little sentiment, and you all know how hard that is. And if I don't have the dies for half of my sentiments, so it's annoying. I'm very limited here on what I can do. I really like this Be Merry, but I don't think it fits in with the vibe of this. I want like a nice scripty sentiment, and that's just not giving. Okay. On to the other Christmas bin. Watch me like not find anything. Michelle, I know I could emboss the sentiment, but, like, I'm lazy, and I don't have silver. Get ready for this one. I don't have silver embossing powder. I don't have silver embossing powder. I know. Shocking. I don't have it. And I don't want to do gold. Brenda, Brenda, get ready for this one. I have a week in October off for no reason, and then a week at Thanksgiving, and then obviously like a month in December and January. So I have a lot of time I could be using it, ironically. I'm like, when I saw that schedule, I'm like, okay, when am I actually in school? Because I'm paying a lot of money for this. So, like, you know, when am I going to be in class, actually? Is there actually class at all? But there is, allegedly, in theory. Okay, so, great. I've looked through 2 bins, and I haven't found one that I love. So, yeah, I think the October break is kind of a new thing. I didn't expect that at all, but I have it, so I'm gonna be very grateful for it. Okay, maybe... Okay, I need to figure out a way to use this, because I love this. And maybe even if we just have to do a little square, we do a little square. Or... I only have one class assigned for my thing. We don't have, for that one class, we don't have homework over break. Luckily. Given... Yeah, okay, yeah, for the October one, there might be. I didn't see any, though. I could be wrong, but, yeah, we'll see. But because it's like 6 days, and you can stay in the dorms. I won't be, but okay, Brenda, we don't use that word around here. We don't use that F word. That's a very bad word. That's a very, very bad word, Brenda. We don't use that word. Hi, Rosie. Hi, I'm so happy you stopped by, even if you can't stay. Well, you said you can, but I know you can't. I kind of... Okay, I know we did the silver. I know we did the Actually, wait, what if I just stamp it in green? Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm gonna... Wait, okay, let's take a bet. What are the odds I have a stamp in my Misty? What are the odds? Okay, 3, 2... I don't! Oh my gosh, my Misty's empty. Yay! Yay! Shocker! So, yeah, I feel like... I don't know. I feel like... I think colleges nowadays just don't give you as much work, if I'm honest. I mean, I'm going to a school that is, like, known for its academics. It is a good school, most people would say. But, like, I'm noticing it's, like... I also went to a very rigorous high school, so that's also could be the very main reason. But I was looking at, like, one of my classes... or the only class that I have assigned right now because we do orientation at college, like right when we get there after move-in. It's fine, Rosie. And I'm like looking at it. It's like write a 1,000-word essay. I'm like, okay, that's nothing. I like for my junior research paper in high school, it was I think 12 pages. I think it ended up being possibly more, and it was like 15 different sources I had to use in there. So, like, I'm very much used to writing long papers and stuff like that, and doing, like, deep analysis of work, reading 50 pages in one night of a textbook or a regular book. So, like, that's not an issue for me. So, it honestly seems so far that it's going to be fairly easy. So, Boston Latin School prepared me very well, is what I'm finding out very quickly. So, thank you, BLS. Okay, so we're just going to do it in the Uptown ink. That was Uptown I just used. And we're just going to cut, like, you know, some sort of something around it. I don't know what yet. We could do a circle, but this card doesn't feel like circle vibes. Okay. And we have the paper trimmer back. Yeah, so my school is technically like an advanced school, so they give us a lot of work. But it's very helpful in the end. Okay, I'm just like kind of gonna try to trim like a square around this. Is it gonna work? I don't know. We will find out shortly. I mean, should I just use a square die? Yeah, probably. Will I have to stamp this out again? Maybe. Because I feel like it's going to be slightly twisted, but maybe not. We shall see. We shall see. I don't have a major. We don't declare a major until, I believe, the end of sophomore year. But I will almost certainly be majoring in both history and education with a minor in government. Okay, that's square enough for me. Could it be more square? Probably, but we're just gonna go with it. And, oh my god, I really don't like this. This is annoying. Okay. If I'm honest, I kind of hate this. Oh my gosh, I wish I just had the die for this. I don't even know if there is a die for the sentiment, if I'm honest. Hold on. We can look it up real quick. What is this stamp called? Okay, that's not on there. Berry branch. No, so there isn't even a die for the sentiment, it appears. It would just be for the thing. So that's annoying. So, what we're going to do is, I don't know, but we're going to figure it out together. So, I do love this sentiment, but I'm not feeling that. That looks a little not what I want to do. Yeah, no. So, I know I did silver on the background, but maybe I can emboss this in gold. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And I feel like I'll like that more. I know we did silver on the background, but hey, silver and gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. I'm gonna stop so I don't get a copyright strike. Oh yeah, that's cool. I loved AP Gov. I got a 5 on that test. I got a 5 on a lot of my tests. But Michelle, I think the issue is I'm just really not liking the fact that it's a square and not close to the edge. I feel like I'm just not loving the idea of the square and the green. So I think I'm going to do gold, even though I did a silver splatter. It's going to be the way it is, and it's going to work out, I hope. But yeah, Brenda, I loved AP Gov. That my AP Gov teacher also taught my A-Push class, so I had her 2 years in a row. And, well, I'll say a year and a half. She was on maternity leave for the beginning of this year through December. But, she was incredible, and the long-term sub was incredible. Yeah, Rosie, it is kind of chic to mix my metals. You're right. It is kind of chic. It's kind of chic to make a Christmas card in August. Michelle, and it's not that I think that's a wonderful idea. It's just, it's not that, like, I just don't like the square of it all. Caitlin, I swear. Caitlin, I'm just gonna go pop on, like, Brenda Lee in my record player, and you're gonna enjoy it. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. I absolutely... Yeah, Rosie will not be catching strays tonight, but I will be. And that's okay. Yeah, Brenda, I absolutely loved AP Gov. It was one of my favorite classes, mainly because I knew a lot, if not, like, I probably knew more than half of the material and probably could have passed the test without taking the class, because I do love history and politics and government. But I'm very happy I took that class. Like, I looked forward to that class every day in high school. And A-Push. A lot of people don't like A-Push, but I loved A-Push. And AP Comp Gov, I did Comp Gov 2 last year. That was slightly of a struggle because it was the teacher's first year. She was very nice, but teachers have to get adjusted when it's the first time teaching a course. But, I also got a 5 on that, and we persevered. I could pop the square up. Oh my gosh, it's my neighbor. Hi. Hello, Teresa. Hi. Oh my gosh, she's literally, like, right next door to me. How are you? Oh my gosh. I need to, like, de-stash stuff to you. I have, like, we need to talk. We need to talk. I'll text you tomorrow. I think I have your number. But, yeah. I just don't know. I think it is just a square. I mean, that probably would look fine. But, like, I kind of want to see... I'm going to emboss the other one in gold and then kind of do, like, a rectangle. Because I don't know. We're just going to do that, see, and then we'll compare, contrast. I don't know. But, yeah. So, we are just going to grab... I'm just grabbing my Versamark ink. It was on top. I love my WoW and my Versamark ink, but... this one just happened to be on top, so I grabbed it. Okay. We're gonna stamp, stamp, stamp. And then we're gonna stamp again, because I always like to do it 25 times with embossing ink, and I know it's also not on camera, so I apologize. But I just want to make sure it sticks, you know? Oh my gosh, I just, like, closed my embossing powder drawer, and I did not get out my gold. That's wonderful. And then we're just going to pop a little bit of gold powder in here. And we're going to... Okay, I'm liking how that looks. Okay. And then I'm just going to grab my heat gun and heat this up. It's also, like, getting slowly hotter and hotter and hotter in my craft room as I go. Because I turn down my fan to, like, low when I go live. Especially because, like, I don't know if I'm going to be using embossing powder, and I don't need the embossing powder flying everywhere, so, yeah. Also, if you don't want to hear the heat gun, just turn it off turn the volume off real quick, and then once the heat gun goes off screen, we'll be done with that. Oh, that's like... Okay, there we go. So that is all embossed now. And we're just going to give it a... Is that... Hold on. Pre-K pause. Did I put this in here, like, bent? I think I did. Wait. This will be hilarious. Because this looks like it's crooked, but maybe it's... Okay, no, maybe it's fine. We're just going to cut it and see what happens. Oh my gosh, I can't do anything right tonight. See, remember when I was like, oh, we're going to be so under an hour? Maybe not. Maybe not, folks. Okay, we're going to line that up and give it a nice little cut. We're going to come in here. We're going to do... Yeah, that's definitely crooked. Oh my gosh, I can't win. I cannot win. I, like, bent the stamp, I think, when I put it in. Of course I did. Of course. Because why would I do something correctly the first time when I could make it so much harder? Like, who does stuff the right way for the first time? And the worst thing is, I do like this a lot more. Ah, that's annoying. That is annoying. But of course, I would be the one to somehow bend the stamp when I put it in the MISTI, so it stamps all crooked, and then be mad at myself for doing that after, of course. Maybe we just go with it. You know what? At this point, I'm gonna go with it, and we're gonna survive. I mean, is it going to look a little bit wonky? Yeah. But guess what? It's a handmade card, not a Hallmark card. Boom. So, I mean, is it the best card ever? No. Am I just probably going to send this to someone I know for Christmas? Yes. So I think it's going to be okay. But now we have to decide where we're going to put the sentiment. See, I think a lot of people would want to put it here or, like, here. But I'm, like, feeling... over here, and my grandma's gonna come in and like yell at me and chop my head off for thinking that. Or we could do it like dead center, although I don't want to do it to anything like perfectly because of, once again, the wonkiness. But yeah. So maybe here. I'm kind of liking down there in the like bottom right adjacent corner. I like this as an idea, as a concept. What do you guys think? And I do want to just add probably a little bit of my super thin foam tape from Altenew. Just, not really to pop it up, more so to just make it even with the fact that this side will be on top of paper and this side won't. Okay, Michelle says it looks good. Okay. Okay. We're going to go with this, I think. Okay, everyone's saying yes, so we're going to do that. And if my grandma doesn't like it, she will have to deal with it. This won't be her Christmas card. As if I also have, like, no Christmas cards made, which is very much unlike me. But, you know, here we are. Here we are in the real world. Okay, so we are just going to plop this down. And we're going to try to line this up, but it's already crooked, so, like, if it's not perfect, the world will keep spinning. Okay, and there is our slightly crooked sentiment, but does the job. And I think our card is finished. I mean, beyond the sentiment, I really do like it. Yeah, I just think the sentiment is it's wonky. We're gonna be so honest here. It's wonky, but I do think overall it's a nice card, and I'm really happy with it. And this, the last time, guys. This is the last card I'm gonna make on live. Before college. I need to keep saying that. But yeah, so I'm gonna put this on a card base. But the Snowflake and then the, here, I'll just show you. The die set and then the stamp set, they're both linked in the description, and they're both affiliate links, which means if you purchase them, I get a percentage of the sale. But as I've said before, and I will continuously say, it's just there in case you want it. Thank you, Michelle. You don't have to buy it. There's no pressure here. I'm just happy you came and spent the night with me and enjoyed it. And yeah, I always love doing these live streams. They're like so much fun. Just interacting with you guys, getting your opinions. And although my grandma, she'll be like, stop talking and just get to the card. I feel like it's a fun way to just connect with you guys. So yes, I am still going to post videos, but it's going to be very inconsistent. So like, I don't have any pre-recorded or anything. So it'll be like, hey, I'm home on break and I have time to film a video. I might film a video. But unfortunately, you're not going to want to expect like consistent videos in any sense of the word. That sentiment is from this stamp set from Pink Fresh called Berry Branch. It's kind of old. I don't know if it's available anywhere, but that's where it's from. Someone might still have it. Yeah, so I do have a like video explaining everything too, of course. Yes. So that's what I was also about to say. If you have Instagram and don't follow me there, I would highly suggest you do that if you enjoy my stuff, because Instagram is like the one place that I'm going to stay semi-consistent in posting. I do have like a bunch of cards made that I have yet to post. For that, I should have filmed them, but unfortunately I didn't. And then I'm staying on the Pink and Main Challenge team, so that's one guaranteed card a month for that. I do need to make my cards, though, for September and October, though, before I go off. And then I'll do the November and December ones during my October break. But yeah, so that's the final card on this live stream. And thank you guys so much for coming. It's kind of crazy trying to wrap my head around that I'm going to college, that I'm leaving in just a few days, but I'm so excited for it. I'm like so excited. Yeah, so this isn't the end. And I know I said that in my video too, but it's kind of just putting a pause. So thank you guys all so much for joining me tonight. I hope you have an incredible night. Yeah, it was really fun going live again. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, okay. I think that's it. Yeah. I need to clean my desk though. Whew, there's so much paper over here. But thank you, Caitlin. Thank you guys so much. Okay. Bye, everyone. Okay, wait. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your night, and hopefully get crafting. And yeah, it's a college pause, Rosie. It's a college pause. Bye, everyone, and happy crafting.